Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Jackson, or now known as C.R. Lawrence 20-101M-09 center hung overhead concealed non-hold open door closer. Weighs about 9 pounds, or at least it does in the body, or I should say in the box that it's in. It's a lot of door closer. And this is what it looks like. And this video is going to serve as visual and dimensional evidence of the item. We're going to talk about what it is, where you use it, how you install it. There are links down below this video to the installation instructions and a technical drawing of the item. First of all, this closer, it's important to know that the M09, or the 09 in this, is going to give you 105 degree open, non-hold open. It'll swing from 0 to 90 to 105, 0 to 105, non-hold open. This is intended for doors that are a maximum interior size of 3'6", with an exterior maximum size of 3 foot. Will be considered a heavy-duty door closer and is a replacement body for a center-hung installation that you'll have, where the vertical axis of pivoting, that stud, goes down to the arm that you have, and that's down in the center of the door. Okay. Now this closer body is going to give you your latch and your sweep valves that are there, and they're called out on the installation instructions. And this is also fixed spring size, so there is reference to an adjustment on the spring power, but this closer body is a fixed spring and does not feature any ability to control that. The installation instructions you have will certainly refer to an optional back check, which this closer does not include, but you're going to have the closing speed and the latching speed valves indicated. Closing speed, or sweep, is the one right here, and latch is here. So latch, the first valve from the end, is basically 0 to 10 degree, 0 to 10 degree, and then your sweep is from 11 or so out to about 80. I don't think it's going to have any control past 80, because that's where your back check will start to come in. So you will control the closer in those two segmented areas, your sweep and then your latch. And you'll adjust that based on the conditions that your specific requirements throw at you. You'll, of course, install it and cycle the door several times, make adjustments from there. I do not see that these are, well, maybe they are. There's no reference to these valves being staked, and meaning it doesn't appear that you are prevented from opening them up too far to increase the speed. Don't go any further than necessary, because you don't really know how many revolutions it takes to remove that needle, that valve, that control of over the needle in the brass pin that's in there. You don't want to let loose the hydraulic fluid that's in there. Okay, so install it, make any adjustments, but you shouldn't have to adjust it very much at all, because it comes from the factory with a moderate sort of averaged adjustment. Now the M09 is, again, specifically what is considered heavy, which will give you that ability to have a wider door. And it is specifically non-hold open, and again, specifically 105 degree. If you need a regular spring, meaning you have a smaller door, or that you have a requirement of not 105 but 90 degree, or you have a requirement of hold open versus non-hold open, it's a different part number. So keep that in mind, and we can help you with determining that material. And also, if back check was necessary, if you had an outswing door that swung out, you would certainly want to go with the closer body. Be your part number 111 M09B would give you the same model with an adjustable back check. And again, you want adjustable back check if your door swings out to the exterior, because you really want to arrest the door, arrest it so that it doesn't fly open past 80, 90 degree. That's what back check really is. Okay. Links below this video. You're going to have adjustment instructions. These are generic. They apply to your closer either in partial or in full. This shows optional spring power. This shows back check. Your closer is not equipped for either of those. Of note, this closer has been fully tested and adjusted at the factory. They have been preset the valves to a 6 to 8 second closing cycle. Optional back check, okay, has not been set. After installation, cycle the door many times, like 10 times. Cycle it just so that the fluids can balance and that it works clearly, smoothly. Any adjustments make only after that point. And you want to cycle the door fully. Not just don't open it halfway. Let it cycle fully. Do not turn the adjustment valves counterclockwise any more than necessary to achieve the proper adjustment. Excessive counterclockwise adjustment of the valves may result in the release of fluid, rendering the closer inoperative. Maximum counterclockwise opening of the adjustment valve is 3 revolutions. So I'd said earlier I wasn't sure. It's 3 revolutions. Don't open them up unless you have to. Don't go past 3 revolutions. If the fluid comes out, there's no way to mitigate the problem because the fluid cannot go back in the way that it came out. Other than that, it's just reading the installation instructions for your edification. You're most likely replacing one, and if you are, you're just going to be quite careful to remove the door and then remove the body without anything falling or dropping. And the technical sheet that's here is certainly very handy to review all of the technical dimensions of the closer before purchase and at the time of installation. Looking at the installation instructions, I have worked with overhead concealed closers. There's nothing here really of note. These installation instructions would be something that would be included with a full new installation. And the only thing this is missing from a full installation is the mounting brackets, the cover plate, and then your bottom pivot hardware. And that's all dependent on the door application, or at least the bottom pivot is as well. So there's nothing really of note there for me to go over that might be of benefit to you that I can think of. A couple of basic dimensions on the door closer body. Overall of the body itself, let's do it this way, about 9 pounds. Body itself's about 11. End to end, it looks like it's about 11 5/8. The overall width of the body, or the depth, might be easier, about 3 3/8, with a thickness of about 1.5 inches. What might be of benefit to you to know the centers of the screw holes, which you can see at about 2 1/8 or so. I'm going to put that on my desktop and be able to measure it accurately. 2 inch. I would say 2 inch from here to here, center to center. Okay. Now the name C.R. Lawrence is utterly synonymous with so many things when it comes to manual hardware, like their exit devices. Well, really it's Jackson. A number of years ago they purchased Jackson. I don't know the details, but if you had Jackson pivots, Jackson closers, and most commonly Jackson exit devices, that's all C.R. Lawrence now. But the name and that for them was just bringing on a small piece onto an already existing gigantic empire of products. And if you know C.R. Lawrence at all, you'll know them for the frameless shower door hardware, hinges, gaskets, push and pull hardware, the wipes, meaning the door sweeps that you'll have on that sort of hardware, manual hardware, as mentioned earlier, pivots, closers, exit devices, lock sets, things of that nature. They also get into full aluminum storefront entrances as well, architectural metals. And on that manufacturer's page, you'll see all those categories, all those catalogs from those categories. You'll see all the items that we sell, and you'll see a link to their website as well. If you have any questions on the Jackson or C.R. Lawrence 20-101M-09 overhead concealed door closer or any other C.R. Lawrence Jackson product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.